Lyrical Opera Theater proudly presents...
Hi, welcome to another edition of Lyrical Logs. We're privileged today to have with us a special guest, one of our cast members in Falstaff, Elijah Hancock, who not only will be playing the role of Bardolfo in our Falstaff, but is also our pianist for our educational outreach shows. So he's a very talented man, and we're excited to have him here. All right, tell us about your character Bardolfo in our Falstaff.
Well, Bardolfo is one of Falstaff's cronies. Falstaff has two sort of little sidekicks, and one of them is baritone, one of them is a tenor, and the tenor is named Bardolfo, or Bardolph in English. And he's pretty funny. He's technically a page because Falstaff is technically a nobleman.
That is true.
But,
yeah.
Sort of his retinue has also sort of gone to seed, much like Falstaff.
Much like Falstaff.
So. Bardolfo's drunk. He sort of takes advantage of Falstaff. You know, they like eat on his bill. The whole first scene is about them and all the stuff they've eaten on Falstaff's bill. So he's funny.
Falstaff is a fool in so many ways.
He is, yeah. So, but he is always drunk and has a big red nose. And
Because of that.
Yeah, there are all these jokes about his big red nose and being drunk.
And it's fun to play characters like that.
It is, yeah, and it's fun. The last time I sang it was pretty physical. We were like tumbling around and running around and getting chased by Falstaff and so.
Cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, awesome. So what is your musical and dramatic background that's prepared you for singing operatic roles?
Not like a lot of other singers. I think I started college as a percussionist.
Oh my goodness, a percussionist.
Yeah.
But percussionists are generally pianists.
Yes,
right? They need
true.
to be able to read music.
Yeah, so I started as a percussionist. I did, in high school and stuff, I played piano for the choir. I wanted to sing in the choir, but I couldn't because I went to a really small school and I had to play piano. So I sort of started singing on a whim my freshman year of college. I just was
really
I want to take voice
very
lessons.
Interesting. Cool.
So then I sort of was in voice lessons and drum lessons, and I kind of decided that singing was more fun. So
it is fun. It is fun, but yet you have such a great background for a singer.
Yeah, rhythm.
Well, rhythm, note reading.
Yeah,
it's
true. So I guess that there are some areas that I'm grateful for my rhythmic background, because that's something that singers struggle with a lot of time, and as a singer I still struggle with it a lot of time.
I call myself rhythmically challenged.
So it's good to have like pep band behind me and be really solid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, what processes do you go through when preparing a role?
Words first for me, always.
Words, always. I always translate all my words first.
Yeah, so that I know what I'm saying, because we're always singing in these languages that I...
Plus, you memorize it faster when you translate the words, and it sticks with you better.
Yeah, I agree.
And you can add the character, which is like, hello,
So I usually, I guess I do words, then rhythm, and then I put the notes in.
Ah, that's an excellent order.
Yeah.
I like it. One thing at a time.
Yeah, and maybe that's from being a percussionist, I don't know. But.
Well, I think, you just learn it faster when you do it in that order. Words, rhythm, you just add one thing at a time. Once you go do those two things, it seems like you can get the melody then. That's not a problem at all, getting the melody. So I like your order of study. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, and I guess I like to get into the character after I have all that learned. I guess is when I really start thinking about why I'm saying those words.
All right, so do you have any sort of tidbits about Falstaff that our viewers might find interesting?
I think it's interesting that there's not actually a Shakespeare work called Falstaff.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
yes, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, it's culled from all of these. Falstaff appears in several Shakespeare plays. Merry Wives of Windsor, probably most notably, and there are lots of versions of opera versions of Merry Wives of Windsor.
That's true.
And Falstaff also appears in Edwards or something.
It's Henry the Fourth.
Henry the Fourth.
Yeah,
that's right. I wanted to say Edward.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I think it was interesting that Verdi sort of saw the potential that this character had, and obviously it was a character that Shakespeare loved because he kept, recycling.
He kept recycling it. That is true.
And Verdi, I think, kind of saw the potential that this character had to carry his own show, and that it could be funny, and it's an immensely funny show.
It is fun, and I think not only Verdi but also Boito, because Boito, his librettist, had a huge part in pushing Verdi actually to do this and suggesting things like Falstaff, do it around Falstaff, and he actually has started to write a libretto, so he actually did a lot of. It was a really collaborative effort between the two of them.
That's cool. I did not know that. I mean, I knew that Boito wrote the part, but I didn't know that he was kind of the impetus there. That's cool.
Yeah, Verdi, this was Verdi's last opera. He was already 76 years old when Boito suggested it. And he was like, I'm too old, Boito, I'm too old. But Boito kept pushing and pushing, and anyway.
I think it's interesting, one tidbit, I wrote program notes for Falstaff once, and I remember, I think that it's the same year that Puccini's first opera came out, Manalesco. I think it's the same season.
Yep.
So that's kind of interesting. So he was very old. I mean, Puccini was already writing operas, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was in the height of his power, though.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do an interview today.
Yeah, of course.
And our Falstaff is coming right up in April 7th, April 14th, April 20th, and 22nd at the Midvale Performing Arts Center. We're all looking forward to seeing your performance. Thank you, Elijah.
We'll see you there.
Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye. I always do because I get super dry mouth, so does this need to be...
No,
I sing and everything with gum.
Me too. I had gum off with it. It helps me sing.
It helps me sing, it helps me, like when I'm speaking, I don't get so dried out.
Me too.
With all my students, it actually saves my vocal cords, so I always have gum.
There you go.